The Do Less podcast. I'm Jake Velasquez.
I'm Mike Vermonte.
Wow, what a day. What the hell? Sorry.
This guy's opening his phone first 2 seconds of the pod.
Weird text.
What does it say?
Weird. I don't know.
Is it spam?
It's might be spam,
Yeah.
but it also could not be spam.
What does it say?
I'm going to read it to you.
All right, read it.
We talk about clips a lot,
Yep.
and clips are dying.
They're dead.
So I had some concerns, and there's this thing that had come up on my Instagram, like one of the promotions,
Mm-hmm.
where it's like talk to a Reels expert.
Okay.
So you could ask questions and be like, why is our clips dead?
You
could
guys
ask-
talking to Reels experts.
So I haven't heard, this was a while ago,
yeah.
when clips first started dying, which
Stand-up clips.
was 2 months ago. And this is the text. It says, "This is Abby. I'm a media expert with Meta. I'll be calling you today to talk about your Instagram Reels strategy from the same number. Our calls are about 15 to 20 minutes and are a first come, first served basis, so please try your best to answer when I call. Bring your Reels questions, but I won't be able to provide any technical support." I say they call, we answer, and we put them on the pod.
Let's do it.
Unbeknownst to them.
Yeah, no, I think we...
I didn't sign anything.
We should... No, we're not signing it.
Now-
First of all, never sign nothing.
I'm just going to check.
Do
things.
less, don't ever sign anything.
The weird thing is I didn't get an email, though. I feel like I would have gotten an email.
Well, it could be... What's the... Is it like from a number? Or,
It's from a 718 number.
I don't
Which is
know.
New York. That's out of Borough.
It could be a bot. But if she calls, we'll pick up and we'll grill her.
Do
She's
I
real.
Google this number to see if it's spam? Let's see.
I mean, you could do that, yeah.
You're getting a little peek behind the curtain. This is a little detective work.
One of our friends has a reverse lookup number where I don't think you were there for that, but like it's an app where you can put in a number and it'll like give you the person's identity. It's a reverse lookup app.
But they might be doing like Google, like the Google number thing, like we were gonna do at one point.
Right. But I mean, I know that there are fake like Facebook and Meta messages out there.
Tell me,
Sometimes I'll get an email where
will
it's
fake E because it's like hi Jake like this, but then it's also kind of casual and it's also an iMessage. So it's like
It's all over the map.
It
I
could
don't
be
know.
real.
It's mixed signals. Jake with an underscore
Lowercase.
Jake. Unless that's just like a prompt where you submitted your name
I don't know.
undercase.
Let's look up Abby, media
I
expert.
think I'm
now.
out. I think I'm out on Abby.
I'm definitely out on Abby. I just don't know if she's real or not. But I'm out on her whether she's real or fake. Abby Mills.
Mm-hmm.
No,
You looked up Abby with the number.
not with the number.
All right. Well, I think that
She might be a person.
if she calls, I think we pick up regardless, and then we'll be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
who are you working for?"
Yeah.
It's China, Russia,
I think
CIA,
she could
or
be-
Facebook,
I'm not
and
saying-
or all of the above.
I'm not gonna say China, because I looked up Abby Meta, and there's like 2 other people that came up, and they were all Asian.
All right.
So she might be Chinese, and it might be offensive.
Got it.
I'm not gonna say China, but I'm gonna say how'd you get my number?
Yeah, we'll say
That's
hi,
first thing.
and who are you working for?
And what are you with Meta?
Right. But that doesn't mean she's working for Meta. If she's with Meta, she could be working for some shadow government.
And so I want you to be able to ask questions.
Yes.
So when she calls, I'm gonna say, "Hey Abby, I'm here with my assistant."
You're here with your partner in crime,
My marketing strategist.
marketing strategist, and
We can't get to the bottom of it.
no, we
Why are clips dead?
well, because it's a supply and demand. Everything is supply and demand.
But the ratios are good.
No, everything is supply and demand. There's too many
The
stand-up
jar
clips
is
now.
round.
Huh?
I'm saying the jar is round. The cup is round.
The
It's
car.
really round team.
What does that mean?
That's how I feel about it. It's like I'm getting a lot of likes. I'm getting a lot of shares. It's not. It's not everything's popping except the view counts, which is all anyone cares about anyway.
Right, because that's the outward-facing metric that everybody sees.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they see the other things too, but that's the only thing that they really look at.
Right.
So, it's just dead, man. Supply and demand. You got to be ahead of the next thing. The next thing you gotta be a first mover on it. I don't know what that is. It probably is the Do Less podcast.
I think the biggest testament to Reels being dead is the fact that this lady's texting me.
Yeah, there's first of all, what is she gonna say when she calls?
But
it?
it's like I think they want to rope the people back in to continue posting, so they're starting to reach out.
Yeah.
If she's real, I think it means Reels are dead. If she's fake, I think that means they're back. That's my take.
Yeah, I mean they're definitely. Well, I don't know if they're dead because in their mind, because people are still post. There's a lot of posting going on, so for them, it's like probably a good thing.
Nah, they're dead.
Nah, true. Well, I'll tell you what. What has dried up is I used to be getting money every month from Facebook for my reels, and that is completely cut off now.
Yeah,
and
it's
I
hard.
haven't. I came out of the gates hot. I was kind of a first mover on Facebook.
You're
Reels.
one of the first. You're a partner.
And I'm a partner, and I got a pretty decent following, and I was making money every month, a couple $100 a month, and now I have not gotten a new follower in months or a dollar. So
I know. I mean, it's hard to make money in this business.
Yeah,
It's hard to get a win. By the way, this is not. Is this fake? This is fake as hell.
don't worry about if it's fake or real or
Fake
not.
as hell. It feels like jeans, dude.
It looks real, which is all that matters.
If you're listening to audio, Mike has a house
If you're, yeah, right. If you're, well, we also are.
Well, I just gotta. First of all, I get to the corner every morning. You know, I go to the coffee shop unless I'm brewing cold brew from the home to save a few shekels.
Yeah.
But usually I go to the corner, go to the coffee shop. Right next to the coffee shop now, they have got the outdoor springtime display for this flower shop,
Right.
and it's the most beautiful thing.
Mhm.
I was lured in there by its beauty, and I bought a little house plant,
Mhm.
and now I think I'm fully addicted.
Well, I'll tell you what.
They call me Jakey Green.
I wanted it for the aesthetic.
But you need some air purifier.
But you need, I know, that's the thing that I didn't think about.
So
is-
here's what you get. You
you
get the
need-
one I get.
Right.
Peace lily.
Uh-huh.
Really nice.
Uh-huh.
Because it's green, but it's got these white lilies that come up, so you get a little flowery.
Right.
Because you want a little bit. You want to touch a color.
You want to touch a color.
But it's great indoors because, so, you know.
It's
I think-
oxygen.
I think I told you, I think I told you yesterday, it's like these guys that run these flower shops are hilarious because they're the most peaceful people that know how to water and take care of plants, but they're
Right.
also just these New York salesmen.
Right.
So he's coming in and he's like, this is the best bang for your buck in
Right.
the whole store.
Water lilies
Yeah.
right here.
But you have to water it a lot,
Yeah.
but it could sit anywhere in direct sunlight, and
Mhm.
it is pretty cheap and easy to take care of otherwise.
Well, that's the one thing is I need oxygen flow, so this isn't providing any because it's completely fake. But
Yeah, it looks good. I mean, keep it obviously.
No, I'm gonna keep it.
But you need a real plant.
You need a real one.
Yeah.
But what I worry about with the real plants are bugs.
You'll get some bugs.
They're bugs.
But they're
associated
tiny
with
bugs,
it.
but they don't want any part of you. They want to be in the soil.
Soil's gross though.
I like a little soil. Get your hands dirty. You gotta get the germs. Build the immune.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I need some oxygen flow. That's why I got my windows open. I get a lot of good natural light in this apartment.
get that. You could honestly, you get a peace lily, stick it over that area, then
Yeah.
you get some like legit flowers though.
Right, right.
I mean, it's springtime. Now's the time because these things, they're growing like mad. Everyone's repotting their plants because they're outgrowing their pots. Like, this is the time of year.
I do need some oxygen flow in here.
Yeah.
That would be nice. It's too stuffy.
I mean, what's that Levois?
Well, that's a dehumidifier.
Okay.
So that gets some circulation going. I also ordered a kitchen table today. Doing a little revamping of the apartment.
Yeah. This is a very slow revamp.
Yeah, but
coming
it's
along.
brick by brick,
Yeah.
like kind of like the Do Less podcast.
I think you leave this chair here.
chair's not bad, but
She's calling.
all right, let's pick up.
Should we answer?
Yeah, answer.
Hello?
Hi, it's Jake.
Yeah, who's this?
Hi, Jake. This is Abby with Instagram. Is that a good time to chat?
Yeah. What's up?
Perfect. How's your day been so far?
It's been pretty good.
That's great to hear. Yeah, so before we dive into things, I'd like to go over my agenda for this call. So I'll introduce myself and the purpose of this call, get to know you and your goals on Instagram, and then make some recommendations for things you can do to level up your presence. There will be time for any questions you may have, and by the end of this call, you'll be receiving an email.
Be like,
today
who do you work for?
I'm gonna be asking a lot of questions.
Yeah.
She's
Mute
on
when
mute
you
right
want me to talk.
She's on mute. Sounds great.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So as you know, I'm Abby. I am a partner manager here at Instagram, and I work with
Partner
creators like you.
Partner manager. Wow,
Yeah.
real job,
Yeah.
huh?
Who are your partners?
So I have about 30 minutes, and my goal is to leave you with
30
a
minutes.
30 minutes. It's
All
longer
done.
than this podcast.
Yeah, so let's move on to you, and I saw what you're doing with your content, and you're off to a great start with your reels.
Ah,
So
thank you.
I'm curious, what are your goals on Instagram?
Just to continue to build a following, maybe, get some people out to shows from it, so, like get more subscribers or stuff and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah, thank you so much for sharing that information. Yeah, I do have some ideas for how we can even help you do better. And basically, the number one thing you can do to to increase your reach and distribution is to post consistently on the platform. And what that means is that basically
Groundbreaking.
She's not gonna.
today. And when you're doing that, you're basically training your followers into looking out for your post, and you're also training your algorithm into pushing your content.
Ask her for the secrets. Be like, I know the basics.
To understand.
I don't need.
Do you have a system when it
Like-
comes to posting?
Sorry, can you say that again?
Do you have if you don't mind me asking, I'd love to understand what you're currently doing. Do you have a schedule when it comes to posting?
Like once, twice a week.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I really recommend to post on a consistent cadence. One thing you can do is checking out your Instagram insights. Are you familiar with that?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So in there, you can basically find a diagram, basically showing when your followers are online. So check that to see if
Be like, I know the
for
basics.
better days.
How do we get China on our side?
Got it. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm pretty familiar with the basics. I'm just trying to get a sense what the secrets might be to really pop,
Yeah, and this is currently one of the best practices is to post consistently
What
on
hashtags?
Instagram on the platform.
Right. I've just noticed that there's really not much consistency in posting consistently. The algorithm or Instagram doesn't really, there'll be a lot of shares or whatever, but then doesn't get out to many people. Specifically, the concern is not getting out to followers, because then what's the point of having them if they're not seeing what you're putting out? So just trying to make sure that kind of happens is all I'm concerned with. But yeah, maybe there's no.
Okay, yeah, and another
Ask her if stand-up is dead.
to increase your discoverability is to utilize trending audio on the platform. It does help increase your discoverability and reach. So how do you feel about using trending audio?
I don't know what that is, but
So basically,
sorry, go ahead.
so it's basically songs that are really trending on the platform.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm interested in selling out.
Okay, yeah, so one thing I recommend is using trending audio. It does help increase your distribution and reach. So yeah, I recommend using trending audio for some of my reels.
Got it. All right. I mean, if you want, I do have to wrap up in a sec. Maybe if you want to call it a later date. But sorry, I actually got to run.
Okay, I could also email you if you prefer email.
Yeah, that's probably better.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'll be sending you some emails with some related resources too.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, thank
Alright.
you. Bye.
All right, thanks. Bye. You know what? Trending audio. You want me to dance like a clown? You want me to sell out?
Well,
That's
here's the
I-
thing.
that's
What are we
I
gonna
want.
play trending audio while we're telling jokes?
I
It's
know.
not gonna work.
First of all, I will not bend. They're trying to become TikTok. That's what it is.
Here's the thing.
None of this matters.
It doesn't matter. Plus, it's all the basic stuff. She's not going to give you the secrets. She's going to say post consistently, post compelling content, use trending audio, use trending hashtags. That's all. That's all everyone says.
Yeah, you know who could I give? ChatGPT told me that.
Yeah, exactly.
Google told me that.
Yeah, because they're getting it from them. They'll
Right.
just pull an article that they wrote. They're not giving you the secrets. You think they're giving you the secrets?
They're not giving me the secrets.
No.
Trending audio is a secret, but it's only for sellouts.
But how? But
sell out. Sell your soul. That's the secret. Make a deal with the devil. That's what they're trying
well,
to tell
it doesn't even make sense for stand-up clips. Because how are you gonna? Unless you like put it on mute.
You know what? Actually, you could do is you do if it's like a funny one. You know, like the whoop.
Yeah, right.
You do a joke and then you put it at the end.
Well, I guess what you could do is maybe do it.
That's my idea.
You could do like an intro or outro. And
That's
then
what I mean, like an
and
outro.
and then get into it.
Yeah, you know what? Pretty good tip, actually.
Pretty good tip. I think I'm gonna start
I'm
utilizing
gonna
it.
start doing it.
Honestly, that was very beneficial.
Yeah, it's very beneficial. Oh, I got a little story. This is totally huge tangent from.
We gotta get off this topic.
I thought the
anyways.
call would have been more fun, but that's why I just got off once she.
Yeah, it wasn't that fun.
But all right, so this has happened. So I don't know if I told you this yet. Lady, old lady.
Save it on the pods.
old lady. I hope this girl is listening. Honestly,
Oh, you might have alluded to it last week, but I haven't heard any updates.
so old lady is across the hall from me. I run into her here and there, and as some of the listeners know, I live with my grandfather.
Yes.
I moved in October.
Yes.
Living with an old man. That's my roommate.
Your roommate's an old man.
There's an old
in his
lady
80s.
across the hall. She's sharp as a tack, though.
Okay.
She had mentioned that her granddaughter moved into her place.
What?
Yeah. And I was like, and she was like, you should meet my granddaughter. Seemed like a setup thing. So I was like, you know, because I'm not thinking. Well, also, I don't know what this says about me, but my first instinct was like, if you live with your grandparent, you're insane. Meanwhile, I'm living with my grandparent.
Right. You're like, what kind of
Monster.
loser
Yeah.
is going to be living with their grandparent?
But then I guess my grandfather, I mean, he barely leaves the house, but the few times he has, he runs into this old lady. He said that he wants to set me up with her granddaughter.
Yeah, I like it.
And
I
this
like
is
it.
my grandfather's line. This is what he said, exact line. This guy's a beast. He goes, I'm going to scope her out. If she's a beast, I'll say you're engaged. That was the grandfather's line. He called women a beast.
Oh my
That's
God.
why you gotta love the
It's
old
a different
generation.
time.
It's a different time.
It's a different time.
But yesterday,
Yeah.
I'm leaving the apartment. Old lady's got a big package. She's
Yeah.
bringing it to the
You
apartment.
help
So I
her
was
with
like, I didn't help her. I just like offered like if you need help. And she's like, no, I'm good. But you should meet my granddaughter. She's right here. And granddaughter came out, pretty hot.
Wow.
She was hot. I think I'm into it. I think I'm interested.
Wow. Did you talk to her?
Yeah, we chatted a little bit. I mean, it was very brief. I was just waiting for the elevator.
Yeah.
But the fucking building, I mean, I don't get how they're. God forbid I was paying sticker price. The elevator takes fucking 10 minutes. I'm paying just to give. I pay 1/6 of what the rent should be.
Right.
Because it's a rent stabilized apartment.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting for the elevator every time. Like I paid too much for this shit. I don't know if it was the best first impression because I was like running to the gym. I was high as a kite.
Mhm.
But I think we had a nice little conversation.
Did you talk about how you each live with your grandparents?
She was like, I was like, when did you move in? She said October. I was like, me too.
Wow.
We mentioned the proximity of the park. You got to bring up the proximity of the park.
Yeah, it's everything.
And then
Do you like maybe you want to go for a walk to the park in the morning?
I forget how it came up, but she was like, "Where did you go to school?" So I'm wondering if she's like fresh out of college.
Just
I didn't-
wait to tell her
I
that
didn't
you're a
love
college
that.
dropout.
I didn't love
Be
that.
like, listen, you know Kanye's first album?
But then she said
College dropout.
She said Maryland. Oh no, I said Maryland, and I forgot what she said. I wasn't listening. But she's from London, but no accent.
Okay. How does she have no accent?
I think she's an American, but grew up in London.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
So she's worldly.
Worldly.
She's got culture.
She's attractive.
Why? So if she well, here's the thing. She's probably just out of college because she's living with her grandparents.
That's what I was thinking, but she looks like she could be a little old. Like, she doesn't look old, but she looks like she could be...
Do you think she's doing the same sort of scenario where it's a rent-stabilized thing and she's going to take
I
over?
think so, yeah.
That's not bad.
Or she's either doing that, or she's just moving here from another country.
And this is where she started.
She doesn't know anyone, and rather than get an apartment on her own, it's probably way cheaper to just live with her grandma.
What
also,
about
door was wide open.
Yeah.
Her grandmother, who was sharp as a tack, has kept that thing in immaculate. It was like way nicer than mine. Like I would live there too. It was very.
Here's
nice.
what's gonna happen. You're gonna get married.
Knock down the wall.
Yeah.
We'll have
Did you
a
be like, we should
palace.
start these renovations already?
Yeah.
And you're gonna have a palace on
Well-
at Central Park West.
That's my thing is that I want it to work so bad because we would basically own an entire floor of the building.
Right. Well, here's what I was thinking.
But she's diagonal.
We'll make
Unfortunately,
it
it's not
work.
adjacent.
We know some people in the
Yeah.
construction business.
If we have to take one apartment, we're taking hers. It's nice.
Well, yeah. Actually, I was thinking you get married. You know, once the grandparents move on to a better place, she moves in with you. Then I take her grandmother's
No, we're
apartment.
taking hers.
All right, fine. I'll take her grandpa's.
You take mine.
All right. As long as I get one of them.
I think we're gonna keep both.
You're gonna knock down a diagonal wall.
We're just gonna keep both.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have one's gonna be my office.
No.
One's
You
gonna
should.
be-
You know what you should do, which I think is the key to a long-lasting relationship, is you
Separate apartments.
Separate apartments.
Separate apartments.
Separate apartments.
A lot of people are doing separate bedrooms.
No,
we do
no.
separate
You
apartments.
gotta have completely separate apartments.
We're married, but we live in separate homes.
Yes, exactly.
In the same building.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
Wow, this is unbelievable. Now, is your grandfather interested in the grandmother at all?
He's too old. He's not in good shape.
Well, how old is she?
She could date the grandmother.
Well,
could
what,
date.
what do you think? She's in her 80s?
She's probably the same age, probably in her 80s, but she's just one of those people that definitely took care of herself her whole life. She's sharp. She's a sharp old lady.
Your grandfather's sharp.
Not like this lady. This lady's like out and about every day.
Okay, got it. He's
He's
going-
in bed all day.
He's going.
He's literally wincing in pain 24/7.
Right, but you said he goes to the corner every morning and buys 3 boxes of Junior Mints.
He gets 3 boxes of Junior Mints every day. But lately, I mean, also when I first moved in, I mean, it just is a miserable existence. It's just pain. Just every step is fuck.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound great.
It doesn't sound great at this point.
So actually, that's part of the benefit is that I'm hoping to fall in love with this girl.
Yeah,
And then we start something.
Right.
And then worst case scenario, I still got a rent stabilized apartment.
right. Well, this is huge. Did you get her number?
No, it's too brief a conversation. And the thing is, she moved in October. I moved in October. This is the first I'm seeing of her. I probably will never see her again.
No, you got to see her again.
I don't know how that happens. I'm more likely to see the old lady. And if I see the old lady, I might be
Start
like...
helping the old lady with packages. You know,
Yeah.
go in.
I've never seen the daughter, though. I mean, the granddaughter.
You
This
see
is
the
first
old
time.
lady. You bring a package up to the apartment. Then then it's like, oh my god, this guy is helping out my grandmother.
I got a flirtatious vibe when we were talking, but I also don't know if that could be the pressure of, like, we're named. Not, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
No, I think this is meant to be. This is.
But it's so crazy.
This is
like
destiny.
it is.
This
it
is
is
wild.
destiny.
It
Yeah,
is.
it's a wild story.
This could, well, we can talk after, but I think some of what you said could be a bit added to your grandpa material, where it's like, what kind of person lives with their grandpa?
Yeah, I get it. It's a good point. I get it.
Yeah, go ahead and write that one down.
Yeah.
But Do Less is a bit factory. But this is
Do Less
incredible. I
Bit
can't
Factory.
believe the rest of our lives are in motion here.
Yeah, I mean it's amazing.
Because we were talking about at some point in the future, I take over your grandfather's bedroom, when it's appropriate.
Well, I think what's gonna happen is that me and her will date,
Yeah.
fall in love.
Yes.
I'm gonna still live at my grandfather's
Right.
with my guy Mike,
Right. This is a perfect
but
situation.
my family's gonna be across the hall.
Yeah, your family's across the hall,
Yeah.
and you're close. You're close
Yeah.
to family.
Sometimes the kids they'll be at our place.
Yeah. I don't know about that, but this is the perfect setup.
What's crazy is if her rate is the same as mine,
Yeah.
it would be very reasonable that if we got older, we could have 2 apartments.
No, it's
It
not
would
only
be
reasonable, it is what's
crazy.
happening.
It would be amazing.
Yeah, and that's how you keep a healthy relationship alive, because you're getting too sick of each other.
And then if
Especially in a New York City apartment, even though these are big apartments, you're together too much.
and then all of a sudden, Abby, who I was just on the phone with, she
Yeah.
helps me explode on Instagram.
Right.
I'm the biggest comic.
Right.
Now I can afford the apartments that aren't rent stabilized.
We just buy the
We
building.
take those over. Now we have a whole floor.
Now we got the floor.
Now it's like 12 bedrooms.
And then it's kind of like a legend. It's like, oh, I heard these guys have a whole floor on Central Park West.
Central Park West.
And it's like, you can't really.
It's like Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Yes, that's what it is.
Like the elevator opens up.
It
into the
is
apartment,
like that.
You gotta lock it.
It is a vibe like that because I was there recently.
This apartment even more so. Like I didn't see the whole layout. It might be smaller.
Yeah.
But it was like very nice in there. It was like very well.
You like to hear that because I mean your apartment is great, but
It's old.
we're gonna need a deep clean and
It's huge though.
with hazmat suits.
You got two of those apartments together is insane.
No, you don't have to move to the suburbs.
No, it's bigger than the house would be.
Right, exactly. So
And then you get 4 of them. I mean, it's a mansion.
right, we have a whole floor.
Christmas party. Oh, they
Christmas party.
They blow up
Christmas
the
party.
balloons on that block for Thanksgiving. It's like the Seinfeld thing where he has the party
Yeah,
on
yeah.
that block. That's what I used to do when I was a kid.
We should have an extra room just for parties, for like holiday parties.
Well, that's your room.
Yeah. No.
Especially if I'm
I
with
mean,
this
like
girl.
an extra apartment.
Well, if I move in with this girl, that apartment becomes the party apartment.
All right, that's fine.
You don't live there. You can sleep on the couch though.
No.
There'll be no beds.
Right. No, there's gonna be a bed.
There's gonna be a Papa shot in the room that you would take. We're having games at our
There's
place.
gonna be a bed. Well, there's gonna be. If you move in with her,
I'm making a dojo. I'm turning one of the rooms into a dojo.
one of them is gonna be a podcast studio.
One's a dojo.
The other is. I'll sleep in the dojo.
The
I'll
living
sleep
room.
in the. I'll sleep in
The living
dojo.
room. I'm doing mini golf.
Okay, like swingers.
Swingers.
The worst place in New York City.
Yeah.
We didn't even. I don't think we ever discussed that.
Yeah. Do we want to talk? About
Yeah,
this?
we should probably talk about it. But after.
Well, I think I'm good. I almost hope this girl listens. I don't
Yeah.
want to scare her off, but
No,
I want her
no.
to know I'm interested.
We're putting vibes out.
She doesn't know what I do,
No,
but I did have a
it's
comedy
probably a
vault
good. It's probably a
t-shirt.
Okay. She might have a sense.
But no, I don't think that's good. I don't because I was high during the day. Comedy vault t-shirt, not a great look.
It's not the best look. But you're
She
also.
couldn't tell I was high though because I was pretty confident in our conversation.
Here's the thing: is you maybe don't know what she could tell or not.
That's also true.
Yeah, but
Maybe she was high.
maybe she was. She's
Yeah.
lived with her grandmother.
Yeah, what kind of monster does that?
This is like a perfect scenario.
It's really out of a. I mean, or it is the worst thing that ever happens to me.
Right.
You know, like that's what I'm a little skeptical. I've now floated it to 2 or 3 of our friends, one non-comic that could give me a legitimate like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because comics there's a degree of like, oh, this would be hilarious. You have to do it.
First of all, floated it to 2 or 3 friends. I wasn't the first one you told.
Well, I've only done this in person. I don't want to put it all over
All right.
the phone.
Well, as long as you were saving it for the pod, but
I also was saving it for the pod,
yeah,
but I told one of my non-comic friends last night, and he was like, "No, you got to."
yeah. You
So
have
then
to.
I was like, I think I'm in. And then I told Ben and Max, because I saw them on the way down.
Right.
And they were hanging without us.
Right. Of course.
So then I floated it by them,
Yeah.
because it just happened yesterday. And they said the same thing, and now you're saying, so I think I have to.
Here's the thing. I'm excited now. Now you got my hopes up.
I know.
And if you don't date her, then I'm kicking you out of the apartment and I'm going to date her.
No,
Yeah.
I'll die for her.
I'm just trying to motivate you. This is the perfect situation. This is a romantic comedy.
It's also the summer.
This is a romantic
it's a rom-com.
comedy.
It's a we gotta write it.
We have to write this script.
I know, me and my wife.
Yeah.
It
No,
is crazy.
It's perfect.
And this is the summer of love.
And
A lot of people thought it was last summer.
and
I
here-
actually think it's this summer.
And here's the thing, though, is it probably doesn't work out between you two, but somehow your grandpa and the grandmother are going to get together.
That would be nice too.
That's a twist.
Then he's sleeping
Pina
across
colada.
the hall. Bedroom opens up. You move in.
Yeah.
anyways.
Pina colada neat.
You never saw it coming.
No, never
Yeah.
saw it coming. I don't care who gets together with who, as long as a bedroom opens up, is what I'm saying.
It is the summer of love, though.
Right.
I feel like I'm meeting a lot of women outside.
Mm-hmm.
I'm meeting women randomly.
Yeah, you're seeing them.
It hasn't led to anything,
No.
but there's a lot of seeds in the soil. It's springtime. Add a little water. All right.
Buy
They're
yourself
peace
a,
lilies.
Buy yourself a peace lily.
They're like peace lilies. They don't need indirect sunlight. All right.
Right.
They don't see it happening. It's growing.
You gotta plant seeds. You
gotta
gotta
plant seeds.
Yeah.
So I'm planting seeds right now.
Okay. All right. This was a big seed that's planted.
It's a huge.
This could grow
First of
into
all,
like an
this
oak
seed
tree.
was planted by my forefathers. Our grandparents planted this seed.
Well, right. Generations.
This seed has been planted for generations.
Yeah.
And now I'm finally. I wasn't sure if I wanted the inheritance. I'm coming by. I'm watering.
Right.
I'm adding water.
Right. Don't get out of yourself. No, but
I might overwater though. And then
you could
kill the
overwater.
roots,
If
know?
you overwater, then the roots will
The roots
ghost
will die.
you. They'll
Yeah,
ghost you.
they'll ghost you. The plants lose, they wilt.
I guess the other thing is, but if you don't really ever see her, that's fine. But how do you feel about dating somebody in the building where it doesn't work out?
The problem is it's legitimately across the hall.
Yeah, but that's fine.
Not great though.
It's not great, but you're not around.
Here's the
all
thing:
the time
I'm never
anyways.
around.
Right.
That's that's what the only reason she doesn't know this yet though. I think she needs to know that because she's probably not comfortable with it.
Mm-hmm. She's like, I'm never here.
That's gonna be what I'm gonna lead with.
And even when we get married, I'm never gonna be here.
Oh yeah, I comedy comes
And
first.
I will also live in the across the hall. So
I say we make this work. I forgot her name already,
Right.
but when I see her,
Mm-hmm.
it was a pretty name too, from what I remember.
Well, she grew up in London.
It was a beautiful name. But I'm like, we make this work. We only gotta see each other once a week.
And that actually, people should be down for that.
Also, I mean, I don't know if this is the case, but I'm hoping her family lives in London.
Mm-hmm.
We get a couple trips out there. We're splitting the holidays. Thanksgiving, obviously, New York, because we got to watch the balloons
Right,
blow
but then
up.
we're vacationing in
right?
Europe.
But then Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever she celebrates, I don't know. She gave me a little Jewy vibe, but I'm not over the top. Maybe we go.
Well,
to
here's the thing: if your grandparents are, they're probably setting you up because you probably are both,
I thought so, but her name is very un-Jewish.
But it could be her dad's name.
True. Russell. That's what I said. Yeah.
No, but like her last name. What's her last name?
I don't know the last name. I don't know the ethnicity.
Yeah, we shouldn't say that on the pod, anyways. We have thousands of
No, yeah, we can't
new
be saying it on the
listeners.
pod.
New listeners.
Also, we're the biggest clip pod ever.
Right.
So if we get a clip out of this,
Well, why don't you call Emma back or whatever her name is, Abby, and be like, hey, listen, we don't need any tips because this McDonald's clip is.
first of all,
Going to the moon.
Abby just emailed me.
Yeah,
She does have the. I think she is real.
she's real. She works at the company.
But her last name's crazy. I don't
What
wanna
is
say-
the
I don't
What is
wanna
the
say
email
it.
address? What is the email address? Is it at Facebook?
At Meta.
Yeah, she's real. Curveball, she's real, but she's not telling us anything of value.
Okay. I don't know. I think you kind of gotta. This is my take on the Instagram stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Is when they want to help you, you kind of have to like take it.
I mean, how is she helping you?
I'm just saying they're like, please leave feedback. Like I should leave feedback. There's something that tells me that if you
Karma.
don't, they punish you. You know what
Well,
I mean?
it could just be karma.
It's karma, yeah.
Go ahead and forward that email to me.
No. It's for an exclusive club.
Yeah,
I mean, I'll forward it
the
to you.
nerds
but then I'll
who
get in
reached
trouble.
out and be like, how do I get more followers on Instagram?
You didn't? Have you ever gotten that thing though?
No.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I got it. I just declined it.
All right. Well, I think we should wrap up.
All right. Well, how much?
About 30 something, but I also want to get to old Brooklyn.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, this is exciting. We're gonna keep the. And I did have actually some listeners tell us that they like the grandpa's updates.
Really?
Yeah, and like what's going on with you and your grandpa, living with your grandpa. So this is just a whole nother element to the whole story. So you got to keep the fans updated week to week on what's going on here.
Here's the thing, though. If things do progress in any way, shape, or form,
Mm-hmm.
I might have to start bringing it up.
No, you can't. You got to go all in.
I can't tell her I have a podcast then.
She knows. She knows already.
She doesn't know who. She doesn't know anything about me.
She knows.
Do you think she's stalked? I don't think she knows my name though.
Everybody knows who the Do Less podcast is.
That's true. She's probably a listener.
So
Well, if you're out there, please text me. I'm in love with you.
this is the first day of the rest of our lives.
Yeah, but all right.
Don't screw this up.
Stay tuned.
It's
See what
destiny.
happens.
I believe in fate.
Me too.
True
And
love.
it's too. We have to. It's kind of like, you know, Mike was on a little run, met a girl in the subway. They went on a date, and she said the thing like, I had to see what this was about.
Right.
That's what I feel like I'm gonna at least get that.
Right.
Like you have to, but then I also see that it's like, yeah, but if it goes awkward, then now we, you know what I mean? But I never see
Who
her.
cares? Who
I never-
cares?
I don't know.
Make it awkward. It's
Yeah.
life. Life's awkward.
Right.
Who cares? There
Also,
are no rules.
chances. The only other thing that makes me a little nervous is like one of our first questions was where I graduate from. She's from London. She seems a little proper. I'm gonna say something probably improper. as I often do.
You could use a little proper. You could use a little proper.
She's like, "Oh, I have really bad allergies." I'm like, "You sure it's allergies and not the vaccine?" That's my view of it.
But opposites attract.
Yeah, we'll see.
So it's a nice balance. It's the first day of the rest of our lives, and I'm excited. We
Yeah,
have to keep the listeners updated.
Yeah, we'll keep you updated. Thanks for listening,
Thanks
and
for
stay
listening.
tuned. I'll try my best to make something happen between now and the next episode.
Do less.
Do less.